This is Gabriel Gonzalez for Cage Side Press here with Olena Kolesnyk, who fights Yoko Higashi on June 16th at PFL 5, the final fight for the women's featherweight division in the regular season. Olena, first of all, seems like you're doing really well. We're catching you after some training. The regular season moves very fast in PFL, but you're coming off easily one of the biggest wins, UFC veteran, tough fight. Can you talk about the emotions? Because most fighters, you get a victory, everything's good for a while, but you have to already focus on another fighter and the next to move on in the tournament. Can you talk about how this camp has felt coming off a big win, but you still have so much work to do?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I have some, I wouldn't call it a problem because it helped me for my fight career. I think it's more problem for my personal life. I never happy myself. So as soon as my hands raise up, it's not mean that I'm happy. I'm happy for totally happy. I'm happy for the work we done with my team. But as soon as I rewatch my fight, I always criticize myself, even if I landed some good punches or a defense from good shots, or I just through my opponent, I'm still see, oh, okay, you can turn your hips move here better. You can land this punch better if you landed this not middle kick. If you landed the high kick, she will be KO in the second round. So I never felt like, oh, job is done. I always know that there is a lot of work, and I just wanna be the best version of myself. I really hungry for knowledges. Really hungry to be the best. I want to be the best in striking. I want to be the best in grappling, in wrestling, in jiu-jitsu, in everything. I just want to be not just world champion. I want to be a mixed martial artist. I want to inspire people, and that's why I feel a lot of I wouldn't say it's pressure, but a lot of people from Europe, from my country, I'm example for them, especially for girls. So I try to work harder and harder to make my technique better, to show them how it's supposed to be. So I'm the biggest critic of myself. That's why I'm blessed to take part in the tournament, because the tournament of PFL, Festival PFL, it's a unique organization, and it's give you opportunity to fight from fight to fight. All you need to do is just winning and just become better. It's not one fight in a year, it's not two fights in a year. You have opportunity to fight 4 times in a year. For me, as a fighter, I'm not just like to take part. I love to punch people, and I love to be punched. I right now, at this moment, I do exactly what I love to do for my living. It's not only job for me, it's what I love to do. I like to feel this fear. I like to compete. I like to step in the octagon. I like to feel this pressure of audience. I like to hear how lock is close, and I like to feel okay. Now it's my Roma. Now it's my Colisee. Now Caesar, which judges represent, and like decided, am I win or am I lost? I take it everything personally. I don't know. I'm just blessed. I love what I'm doing, and I'm focused only to become better and better and to be the champion.
Can I ask, because when we see your interviews, your passion always comes through every time we talk to you, and you talk about, being a lifelong martial artist and the places you've traveled to train. Can I ask, if you were not a fighter, I know you have multiple degrees back home in the Ukraine. What do you think your job would be? If you weren't a fighter, what do you think your life would be Monday through Friday every week?
Well, now I get in my actually really hard my fourth degree of psychologist, and it's hard question for me. I have a lot of hobbies because I cannot call fighting as a hobby. So it's just part of me, It's just who I am. But I like cooking a lot. I like reading books. and I really love kids. One day I will be a great mother with a lot of strong boys and girls, you know, like maybe makes my personal American football team. Who knows? So yeah,
Can I ask, when you say football, North American football or like soccer?
it's a good question. I am of course prefer to watch soccer, but the the appearance, the conditional part of American football make me more inspired to make a football team for them. So I want to do, when I was small and people ask me who you would like to be in the future, I always say I want to put my name in the history, and I hope it's not criminal, but who knows. So I just want to, I like, I dream to be one of my goal to be an actress. I would like to take part in the movie. I love it. I like cook. Maybe I will have one day my own restaurant. You know, I love kids. So maybe I just left everything, start to write books because I have a lot of to share with the people and maybe inspire them and motivate them and just be a good mother and good wife for my husband. So we'll see. You know, life is so unpredictable, and in our universe, you have so many roads what to do. So we'll see. I'm pray God every day, and I'm blessed. Thank God for I wake up today. And if I wake up today, I have opportunity to change my life, to change people's life who I love, and to do what I actually love in this life. So I'm blessed. I'm still alive. I'm speaking with you right now. So thanks God for everything.
Well, thank you. It is also a pleasure to be speaking with you today and to talk about this thing that we love in mixed martial arts. Before we move on, Ukrainian food, or do you like to cook a lot of different dishes from other countries and other stuff?
I like to learn, and I know how to cook Ukrainian, French, uh, Brazilian dishes. Well, here a lot of Hispanic people, so maybe one day I learn how to make burrito and tacos because most of my friends love them, and it doesn't look how it's hard to cook because I love meat, I love beans. So I like to learn every time something new. So I open for the knowledge um recipe from the whole world. But one of the goal for me is to travel to Italy. I never been there, and I want to learn. I will pay for the lessons for Italian chef. I want to learn how to make homemade pasta. This
Oh.
is one of the goal. I know how to cook pesto sauce. I love it. It's easy, nothing special. But buying pasta from the store, like spaghetti, you know, ravioli, it's not the same when you make it by your hands. When you feel the flour, when you mix it with the eggs, you know, it's different. So yeah, this is one of the goal to travel to Italy and to learn this skill for me, for my future family.
Now, can I ask a little bit slightly related to food, but talking about the fight now. After your last fight, you talked about it that the weight cut, we know is difficult and everything, but you said, "Hey, with this victory, now I can afford a nutritionist and
Yeah.
everything." For all the people who are wondering about it, we know it was a tough cut. How are you doing for this weight cut for June 16th coming up compared to the last fight?
I work with nutritionists right now, but I wouldn't hide. It won't be easier weight cut because my bones, my muscles are really big, and thanks God for Ukrainian genetic. And if you can check my social media, you can see that my grandpa, who never make a sport, was a huge man. So it won't be easy. It's never easy, and I think it's the hardest part of fighting. I will do my best, but again, it's everything about God. Yesterday, I gave interview, and people ask me, journalists ask me, like, how do you think who win this fight, me or Yoko? I said it's a fight. You never know. You know, I'm ready for everything, and uh, if God wants me to win, I will win. And from the weight cut, I will do my best to make the weight and to be professional. But again, as a woman, not excuses, but sometimes we have more troubles as a man. But my passion, my I think when you want to be a champ, you need to be a little bit crazy. Well, I'm already crazy only to be a champ left. Like you see, I just cut my hair, and I will do everything. I will do everything to get the win and to make the weight in this fight. But I hope God help me with it.
Forgive me if this is a silly question, because I do notice it's grown back quite a lot since we last saw you. Do you
No,
miss
it's
your long hair?
um yes, that's why I drink a lot of vitamins to come back them. But I'll be honest with you, training became much easier. Training became much easier, and nobody can grab me my hair, and I can wrestle and jujitsu much easier. But when I go
Doesn't
out,
get pulled as much.
exactly. But when you go outside, I love to be feminine. I love dresses. I love fashion style. So you know, it was a payment uh, for my work, for what I like to do. So I'm ready. If I need to be bold again, I will do it with not hesitating, because sport life, it's really short life. So for this, I will do my best. If I need to cut again, I will cut again. If I need to cut my nails, I will cut again. So it is what it is. Sometimes
Understood.
you need to pay something for get what we want.
Understood, understood. Another question, since your last fight, some big news for the PFL, Francis Ngannou obviously joining the company. Compared to other fighters, you do see Francis because you're also at Extreme Couture. Can you talk about that excitement to have him be part of the company? And I know it's a long ways away, but when he makes his debut, it's supposed to be a big event. Do you feel like that's something you want to be a part of, to fight on the same card?
I think it will be great, because I see him every day on the sparring. I see how hard he works. He is really nice person, and this is a person with whom I can practice my French. I study French right now, so it will be amazing to fight with him in the same fight card, honestly.
Well, we'd look forward to it. I'm sure it was a very exciting time over there at the gym. To ask you some other questions, one of the things you've always been very proud to represent your country, and obviously in the last year with everything going on, you're always very vocal about, sending that inspiration back and forth to the Ukraine. When you see fighters, Alexander Usyk, Lomachenko, going back, on the front lines with the people fighting and helping to protect the land. You strike me as a woman who's not afraid of anything. Did it ever strike you like, do I need to be a part of this also? Do I need to fight with my people also as a fighter as well?
Well, as soon as war started, I was in the Kiev, in the capital, and I don't want to come back to my hometown. But my best friend, he saved my life. He told me, no, you must leave the town, and I give you. His name is Artyom. He is politic. I know him many years. So he told me, you have 15 minutes to run to the underground. I pick you on the car. We need to leave the city. So I take my document, and left everything in the rent apartment, because I, especially for PFL, I rent apartment. I moved to Kiev to another gyms to become better. So left everything there, and we just have a crazy road, hearing all this alarm. And when I come back home, he asked me, where do you want I drive you, to your apartment or to your parents? I said, please drive me to my parents, because I think it's time to be with them. I come to them and I speak with my mom. I said, listen, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I have a dream. I have a goals. I work for this more than 15 years to be where I am now. But I will not live. I not continue of living in something happen with you or that or my sister. I don't see the sense of my life to continue without you guys. And my mom, she's really wise woman. She's microbiologist. She said Olena, well, you cannot to be with us 24/7. And if Russia send rockets to our house, how you protect? But if you go to a tournament to USA, you will have a voice, you can speak, you can say the truth in Ukraine. And she predicted, she told me that war, it's, look at Israel, still war there, but people live with it and like, yeah, war in Israel. They know they have own problems. They don't care about what actually happened with Israeli people, you know. So she said to me the same about Ukraine, and I see it now here in USA. Like there is less news about, and some people still ask me how is going on. War is not finished. I said no. Still, every day my people dying in the war like a piece of meat. You know, we died. We lost our land, and they just try to steal our land from us, you know, and destroy it's a genocide. We have this genocide before, we have it right now. Like my nation, Ukrainian, it's just been destroyed, these people. Anyway, she said, you have a powerful voice. Use your sport, use your tournament to keep telling people that about war, about the situation, about all these political games. I said, yeah, you're right. I come back to my mom 3 times. I go to the taxi and I say, stop, and I come back because it was really hard. And she said, Olena, if you don't want to do it for yourself, do it for me, do it for your sister, do it for that. Go. All the way driving from Odessa to Moldova to leave the country, I'm crying the whole way. From Moldova on the bus, we're driving from Moldova to Romania to Bulgaria to Istanbul. Then it was a huge flight, like 11 or 12 hours to Doha, and from Doha fly to Los Angeles, and from Los Angeles, where they lost my only one bag, which I take, I fly to Las Vegas. I fly here with nothing, with no clothes, with no gloves, with no equipment. I'm just fly here and I say, I'm ready. I'm ready. Just give me the fight. That's all.
Well, I appreciate you telling me and such a story, and I do send all of that energy. I know that many people are affected and continue to be affected, so always my thoughts that a resolution comes through so people can begin to rebuild and continue life. I know I have a little bit of time, so I do just have to change gears quickly. Obviously, Yoko Higashi, rather new to fighting in America and everything else. How do you feel your game compares with hers and what we will see out there on June 16th?
I really respect Japanese people. I respect all people, but Japan and Japanese people, they are special. They have a huge spirit. They have a really brave country, a really brave heart. So it won't be easy walking. It will be hard fight for me. But I'll do everything. I will do my best. And again, if God wants me to win this fight and finish this girl, I will do it.
And then my final question, I do know that you're a very proud Harry Potter fan. I know you said you were Slytherin. Yeah, can we be friends? Like, is it okay? Do you think we can get along? I just wanted to ask you personally.
I have a Gryffindor socks. So yeah, we can be friends.
There we go. I love to hear it. Could definitely talk more about that perhaps another time. Olena, best of luck. We're looking forward to another good fight. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, June 16th, PFL 5, Olena Kolesnyk, Yoko Higashi, featherweight women's division regular season. You guys are not going to want to miss it.